Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Straight Cal. We're doing some more Pathfinder Kingmaker. Just as a real quick overview, since I did do level ups, Harim has got additional 5th level spells. Ember got her first 5th level spell. What else was there? Oh, Lindsay's got 4th level spells now. It was a pretty good level up. Tiss hasn't leveled up yet because she's still behind everybody else a little bit. I still really want to find out if there's somebody who can use this, or even to make a character that can use this, because it's effectively a +4 keen weapon with a 17 to 20 times 3 crit if they're raging. So, leveled up, got back out here to avoid some loading screens, and I want to start by poking my head into Lake Silverstep Village, because I hadn't done that. And I want to know what's here. I do need to be slightly careful because Valerie is still on death's door. That'll work. As long as we're over here, and maybe on the way back we'll claim a few more of those natural resources. Lissa, my father used to say, you shouldn't wag your tongue so much. Huh. There's so much just dense content going through all of this. It's abandoned, shut tight. There's a giant frog. A whole group of giant frogs. Probably don't need that. Whoa. Well, that escalated quickly. I don't remember if Nereids have blinding gaze or not. Let's just do prayer also. Okay, it looks like they did some con damage, which I've got lesser restoration coming out of my ears for that purpose. And let's do a quick heal.
just not my lucky day.
I did it. I did.
Light shield +2 again. I don't think... I want to say I sold the last one. Like I think I mentioned last time, I need to go through and actually check what all gear I've got laying around.
Your life ebbs low.
This should do it.
Partially because I've got, like, you know, the whole, do I want to keep using Knock Knock when Amiri is a stronger tank?
I know the way.
Although Knock Knock does have better AC, I think, at this point. And actually can continue to get better AC because of the feats he's got. Whereas Amiri, I've put a bunch into it and she still just has or basically just making up for the fact she has mediocre AC. I've got a bunch of characters now that, because of the belts I've got, could be better than they used to be.
Go ahead.
I've got like the +4 to Dex. I think I've got 2 of the +4 Dex and Con.
That rep skull.
Yeah. But I've got a bunch of characters that would be good for. The Bracers of Armor +5 are really good. And depending on where the positions open up and such.
To victory.
Direbore.
What a waste. Become as dust.
Yeah, was not expecting that one to be challenging.
All according to plan.
I get the feeling that after the last fight, this area is not a super high end one. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get back over to the hunting grounds at some point too.
I found something. I know the way.
Whoa,
Serves you right.
Myriad and 2 Hydras. Okay. Let's go 1 Force Bomb. Let's have Harun go this way. Let's do, let's actually do a haste. Inspire Courage. And switch over to Explosive.
Your life ebbs low.
A calculated risk.
Oop. Bone Shatter. We want Bone Shatter. Because as soon as we kill the Nereid, the water elemental goes away. Another con damage.
Ears with ears.
Let's do channel positive.
And Lindsay was called for.
Well, sorry.
Let's do lesser restoration.
Magritium Turinos.
And more lesser restoration. Perfect.
Let us buy
How much
a
con damage did she take? One more lesser restoration, and apparently there's a bunch of these things around here. So let's get to lay poison down.
Yes.
I see something.
This reminds me of the cliffs in Chrono Trigger for some reason.
See? Me keep.
The Silver Dragon. Huh. Okay.
in due time.
So Ivar's leaving. Voice of the Dragon. Apparently he's saying there's a silver dragon. Let's actually stop right here
You
and then
deserved it.
Hope it not fight back.
start
Best
moving
kind of
forward. Sure, fire bombs are fine. Let's actually do
Knife time.
never mind. You're probably good. Oh, good, you did it anyway. I was worried you wouldn't waste that 5th level spell. Apparently I should have picked another one anyway.
Our victory is certain!
Greater Tailworms. These are kind of a joke if I remember right at this point. Let's just do Bard Song and
That one went deep.
quick level up on Tiss. 5 hit points for every 2 alchemist levels, so that'd be 25 hit points of just natural healing per day. That's not bad. I don't feel like most of these other ones are ones I want. Mummification's actually really scary good. And Preserve Organs is actually really good. Because it negates critical hits. Immune to cold, paralysis, and sleep. but it involves being creepy. um, Cold paralysis and sleep is really good. I think I'm gonna go with spontaneous healing. So we get a free 4th level. We're gonna go cure as well. Power over death.
The road awaits.
Breath of life. Which doesn't seem to actually do much. I think you have to be already at death's door and be like really dead for that to do anything. I mean, Breath of Life is still a 5d8 bonus. Actually, it's better than Cure Critical Wounds. So that's 5d8, this is 4d8, so let's just prep Breath of Life. Okay. Schools of fish are jumping ashore.
Enemy near.
That's a greater dire boar.
What a waste.
Well, one of them was. So, if Knock Knock continues to eviscerate things, theoretically Octavia could probably be doing something similar from range. This is just a weird little area.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, there's the actual town, okay. Huh. Called the Silver Dragon. Sure did. Day before yesterday, 2 months ago too. Okay. Went to the grove up north. Nice. He's the dragon's voice. The Silver Dragon tells him things.
All according to plan.
Apparently there's a whole town here that I didn't know about. Okay then. Leica. A Nixie. Okay. We've let other people live here too. We never should have done that. Everyone was furious when an evil box fell in the lake. Can you tell me what happened? The men brought trouble. The ones from the big boat. The fish in the lake could tell the boat was evil. Calling them Charon's chosen. Wow, okay. Box is evil. They hid in a cave near the lake, and they've been using hooks and big nets to retrieve the box. Okay. The bottom of the lake, those strangers from the cave could fish it out any time now. Cave is to the northwest. I'll help if I can. Okay. Yeah. Messing with daemons is not a good idea. Charon is the horseman of death. One of the heads of the daemons.
Anything else?
It's been on several loading screens, so you may have seen it come through, but there's 3 types of fiends in Pathfinder. There's devils, which are lawful and are like they're the ones that make deals. There's demons that are chaotic evil, and they are like more rampant destruction for the sake of it. And then there are daemons who are neutral evil, and they are they're the ones who try to get their main thing is souls. They're all about collecting souls, and their masters are the horsemen of the apocalypse, who are trying to bring about the end of the world. So it's very much this this raw nihilism thing.
I know.
Almost seems like what you would see from like a Cthulhu-esque cult when people are worshiping them. If I please them, then they'll take me last, or they'll, let me keep my soul. I'll be one of the masters when they have the souls of all living things, kind of thing.
Applause, please.
Is that a recipe?
Applause, please.
Looks like a recipe. Okay. Let's pop in here and just see what he's got. Nothing terribly good, but we can at least unload some stuff. Like he genuinely has like nothing good. Let's just unload the basic stuff. Haven't decided on a lot of those things yet. That actually sells for a lot. Actually, most of these sell for a lot. They're probably all going away. That would be really good if I had a monk. Ooh, I'm keeping that. Disintegrate's one of my favorite spells. Person, Scorching Ray. Well, actually, Summon Monster could be good. We've had quite a few good little... Like, the times I've actually used Summon Monster efficiently, it's actually worked out really well. Banded Mail +3. I'm probably not using that, but that's kind of scary. There we go.
I failed.
Done.
I'm sorry.
Natural Armor +2 again.
Every time. I'll go ahead.
Let's go up to this corner just to be safe. We got 2 quests out of this. The Hunter and the Scary Box. Scary Box is going to resolve that Charon plot. Is that the cave?
Would you look at that?
That is the hidden cave. So this is probably where those fishermen that were the cult of Charon are. I actually had a character written up that was a cleric of
I know the way.
Charon, a follower of Charon. He's the least inherently evil of the daemons from what I could see in the material. He's like almost comes off from the descriptions of him as like more lawful, more neutral. I mean, he's still evil, but yeah. Damned beast again? No, these are new strangers. They want to take away with our loot. They're messing with your wrong men. Oh.
inspiration.
That's a bandit necromancer. So we're gonna go ahead and have Valerie go there. We're gonna have Harim and Knock Knock just start there. We're gonna have Tis. Let's do a firebomb at the necromancer. Let's do some hideous laughter at the guy who's way off up by himself. And let's wait and
Used to lighting enemies on fire first.
there we go. Quite efficient. Composite shortbow, silver eel, summon monster, master longsword, composite stuff. Good. Box. Another Cypress Queen item. Assortment of potions. Oh, this is a Cyclopean one. Detect magic. Magic presence here is obvious. Strong necromancy. Whatever's inside is huge, angry, and far from dead. Great. Cyclops zombie. And reanimated all the things around us. I mean, I was trying to look for a way to open it, not to actually open it. Just saying. Actually, aim for wherever the biggest group is. Knock Knock and Valerie both go straight at that. And let's start with Zombie Lord Fire Snake. Fear effects. Great. Let's see. Wait, hold is mind affecting? Yeah. So it doesn't work on zombies.
Repent.
Let's do a bone shatter. Nice. The Slicer. I have no idea what magic runic mage blade means. When you have a touch spell charge, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2 better than its actual bonus. Okay. So I assume that would be something that I would use with Ragangar. Would be good for him. I'll also say, so that was a Cyclops zombie. There's a whole thing with the Cyclopean. Basically the Cyclops in Pathfinder are like one of the old empires. They're like actually like they used to be a great empire, and then something happened and they fell. So now they're mostly savage, but the older ones were actually intelligent and had magic and stuff. Cool. Got a reward. Now we get to go hunting for the other guy. Dragon's voice. I would also like to actually get back to the capital and get Valerie fixed up at some point here, but... and rearrange my party a bit. Sell stuff. I can actually forge the ring. I think I've got all the pieces. I'm also curious what the grilled silver eel, what bonus we get for that. Because that's the first time we've gotten a luxury recipe for a luxury ingredient. I don't know if you noticed that trader had a silver eel worth 300 and some to sell. Let's actually copy the recipe. Hey, there's the grove right there. I bet that's... Let's save, because he did mention a dragon. We don't want to take too long, because I would like to actually get back and wrap this one. Wolves.
To lighting enemies on fire first.
Let us strike as one! I require healing.
Yes. We're working on it. Overkill? Yes. Do I care? No.
What troubles you?
Esmo.
get some cure crit. And actually, he's got. Oop, that's not right. Oh, that's cure light mass.
Magritium Durinos.
Okay. I am assuming we're gonna rest either after this or not too long after this, I'll say. So, Wargs, Ivar? This seems like a trap.
Observe the others, learn from their mistakes, avoid yours.
Anything is possible.
Focus.
Hoping I
Aha.
come back. Best kind of fight.
Werewolf.
Do not falter.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Bone Shatter succeeded.
Ooh, that one went deep.
I don't think I belong here anymore. He'd leave and find a new reason to live. Someone trying to take from the village, many's the villain. And food for the worms. Okay, so he protected. Yeah, I don't want him. The warg's just chilling. Okay. Okay.
Follow my lead.
I'm guessing. Yeah, I can't claim that one. Isn't in your lands. Okay. So let's do Let's pop down and get the ones that I know I can get. And then we'll curve back around. Let's check the kingdom menu since it's popping up. Just make sure it's not something that I can take care of remotely. If it's something I need to be back in the capital for, then we'll head back to the capital right away after I get this one claimed. Claim Silver Step. A celebrity visit can either be Octavia or Tristian. And Honor the Fallen. So I need to do that one. And that one, does that expire? No. I'm assuming there's still a few things that are building. Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we'll actually be in really good shape. I think we should be able to get our community built up all the way by then. And I do have one more stop for community on the way. It says it didn't list a time limit on the problem, so we should go there. Let's pay for that. Claim it. Another 3 economy. Okay. Let's see what Gold Silver Eel does. Okay, so it's like an enhanced version of one of the other ones. That's fine. Claim. Do a quick peek around, see if there's anything we're missing, and then head back to the capital, I guess. We could jump over here and get this one. How long is that going to be? 13 hours. Oh, actually, probably be less. How long is that? 19. It's almost as long as just going back. But that was assuming we're going up. If we go across the bottom here, probably be a little less time. Claim. Wasted a little time, but it's mostly just routing. And I think we can get back before we have to rest, which is the important part, because it doesn't burn another day. All kinds of goodies. Get to finally forge the ring I'm not going to use. Well, maybe. We'll see. It only gives you a -2 to wisdom, penalty on will saves and perception, penalties against traps. It's... oh, can cause confusion if you get critically hit. There's a lot of ridiculous.
Your Grace, if I may, I just need a moment of your time. I feel it only proper to honor the fallen. Things have gone horribly wrong in our barony of late. The victims are counted in the hundreds. It will take a long time for the barony to return to its former state. We can make it, of course, but we must remember that it won't be due to our efforts alone. There are those who fought and died, sacrificed themselves to make this possible. One in particular, especially, Keston Gares.
So yeah, I think we were gonna lose Jode if we went the other way.
He stood at the head of the militia and spared the barony from popular unrest. If not for him, the crowd at the square would have been much bigger and much angrier. Keston fell defending this city, and I believe it's our duty to honor his memory. Now, with the capital finally returning to a semblance of normalcy, I think we should consider commemorating Keston. I think the people would appreciate knowing that we don't forget those who fight alongside us. A brilliant idea, Your Grace. Keston would have been proud to know that his example will inspire generations of the barony's defenders. Thank you. I will personally attend to all matters related to this decision you've made.
Okay.
The season of bloom was over. Its invasion of magical beasts stopped. Finally getting a break, it was time for us to restore the capital and count our losses.
Okay. Well, let's start with the one that I know I can do. Tokens of the Triad, Totem Tor. Let's restore the ring. Did we actually get the ring right now, or is it gonna pop back in later? And it cautioned you. Okay. So yes, he did do it, and it's somewhere in my inventory. There we go. So it gives a +4 to charisma, stealth, and trickery, and attack rolls to confirm critical hits, and a +2 to DC when we cast mind-affecting spells. It also gives a -2 to wisdom, a -4 to perception, -2 to will saves, and a -10 against saving throws against traps. And if the wearer gets hit with a critical hit, they become confused. So my thought was actually, theoretically, I could give it to Lindsay. if I want to focus on that, because it would also give her, I could give her a different headband theoretically. I don't know if there's another headband I want to give her, or another helm that I want to give her, but I could. Okay. So I think let's start with the easy thing that I know I need to do. Which is... we're going to burn 1 day to get Valerie off death's door. We have a lot of stuff. And I feel like I mentioned before, I kind of am getting the vibe that I need to rearrange my party a little bit. Trying to make sure I'm not missing any equipment in there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. How many fragments of the bracers do I have here? 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm missing 2 of those. Those are one that I actually do think I want to finish, the bracers, which I know roughly where I need to go back to. I'll make that a trip at some point here. We have a bunch of stuff to sell. Let's check on the kingdom again, just to make sure there's nothing new after the day of rest. I don't think there will be. Oh, actually, there could be because of we finished Honor of the Fallen. We finished Love of the People. And actually, we ranked up Community, which is probably going to be... Okay, so we've got that. $20 days. Let's make sure I know what else we've got. New settlers. So I've got basically a month to get back to this. So hopefully her celebrity visit, yeah, it's only 2 days. I've got a lot of just 1 or 2 day things right now. So all of these now cost 10% less BP, which is nice. Uh, 2 days on the library. Two days on Enchanted Wind. Or no, 2 days on Celebrity Visit, 1 day on Enchanted Wind. 68 BP, but I've got a ton of money. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put a party together that can really focus down what I want to do right now, which is to go make a loop back and get the Trailblazer helm and the Forest Knight bracers, which should both be pretty easy, but so I basically just want stuff like the most efficient travel party, I guess, would be a good way to put it. Yeah, we'll leave. Head back down, or head down and actually sell stuff before I look at this. Or sell some stuff and see if there's new items, I guess. So I'm genuinely not sure what the best way to approach the party situation is right now. Because I do kind of like my setup. But I don't feel like Knock Knock's real. I mean, he's a good frontliner for the purpose of dealing damage, but he's not a good frontliner for the purpose of tanking. Whereas Amiri does a little bit of both. And there's also a lot of overlap right now between Tiss, Knock Knock, and Lindsay. I'm supposed to be typing ascending order. Again, just kind of selling the big stuff first that I know is going to be a thing. I'm probably getting rid of the giant, or some of these other belts. There's a lot of really cool items here too that I don't know if I want or not. That's probably not getting used unless I don't think there's any other characters left. I don't know for sure. That's not getting used. That's not getting used. That's not getting used. By the way, I'm very glad. I was considering buying back the King Kukri and the Kukri +1 for Knock Knock, and I didn't. And then I found those awesome ones for him in the Goblin Camp, and I'm very happy that I made that decision. Okay, let's do like... I'm tempted here. One exotic weapon proficiency feat for Amiri, and she can use this. Okay. That one could actually be really good. I don't think there's anything else offhand here that I really feel like I need. That could be good. But it's not great. I mean, most of the stuff that this guy's got are things that I've sold. Cloak of Shadows could be good. I'm just trying to see if there's stuff that is really jumping out at me. Like, this is one that I was looking at. But it doesn't work well because it's the headband slot. So it works really well if you've got, like, let's say the Blessed Path. But I can't use the Blessed Path. I'm really tempted to just sell this because I don't think there's another character to recruit at this point. That's another one that I was debating on. +1 with bows and +2 with nature. You know what? Let's just grab that. Nature's one of the ones that I'm feeling behind on, and it's another +1 to damage on with something that I have a lot of characters that use bows. Yeah. No, I think we're pretty good at this point. We probably don't actually need the energy source. But I'm going to wait and redo my stats first, and I may just leave it on Christian, even though I'm not using him. Just in case he comes up. I don't know. Still going to sell spider legs, Hydra meat, and eyes for now. Yes, they'll be nice once I actually find a recipe, but I don't have a recipe yet. And I can't imagine it being that good. Like, that's a couple thousand back. You know, since money's so tight. I'm really not sure on the belts and headband right now. Like, at worst, I can put them on my characters I'm not currently using. So I've still got 19,000 after that. More stuff to sell. Oh, very important thing. Stupid camping supplies. Okay.
Follow my lead.
So, we've been going for a little while. I just bought another 400 build points so that we can go do stuff. like I mentioned, I've got a lot of party members right now who are kind of right on the border of whether I want to use them or not. I'd kind of like to weigh out what all of my belts are in particular to make sure that I'm being efficient. Like, I've got another +2 to strength and con belt. But I've got 2 characters that are still using, or that are using just dex right now. Basically, there's a little bit too much overlap between Ember, Lindsay, especially Ember and Lindsay, and Tiss and Knock Knock. And I feel like I'm missing something out of my front line. Amiri, or I also don't have anybody who's good with knowledge nature checks. Like, I've got 3 characters who have good stealth, mobility, trickery. I mean, she's good at a lot of things, but her main thing's been trickery, and Knock Knock is also really good at trickery. Lindsay seems like she has a lot of, I mean, she's a bard. She's good at a lot of things, but she's not great at a lot of things. That ring actually may help with her also, if I end up going that way. That gives another bonus to trickery. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check if it stacks, but that's an option, a way I could go. Harim is kind of, he's good, but he's mediocre. I guess kind of the same thing I was saying with Lindsay to an extent. He has a lot of things. He's covering several roles. He's a good frontliner and he's an okay healer. But I've noticed more and more that I don't actually use him a ton for healing. His area of effect is good, but but it also heals the enemies because he can't take the selective channeling feat. And he's a good frontliner, but that's all he is. Or he's an okay frontliner. He doesn't do a ton of damage, and he doesn't do a ton, or his AC's not great. Knock Knock. Miri's not equipped right now, but we're not fully equipped at least. I mean, Amiri's got a 26, or is almost on par with him without any of the, like, ring of protection or anything. When she's using the shield. And she's got damage reduction. And more hit points, or the same hit points right now, I guess, but she hasn't leveled up. And Rage does more damage. She currently has a lower to hit, it looks like, but that's again without raging and without, like, a belt. Like, that's one of the big things is, like, when he's got all of his stuff equipped, he's kind of on par with Amiri as a frontliner, because he's a cleric and she's a barbarian. But he's kind of a mediocre healer. But Tristian is a better healer, but he's not a good. But he's really squishy. And I don't really know who else would be good. Like, Octavia's probably good damage-wise and has a lot of utility. But she's also another Dex character. She's Dex Intelligence instead of Dex Charisma. But she's also not pure rogue. Gavin I haven't used in a while. Kind of is a lot of that overlap. Dex-based character. And he is probably not going to be he's not going to be good enough right now. I'm fairly confident that he is not going to be good enough. especially because, yeah, he doesn't have enough levels of fighter or of rogue to really pull his weight damage-wise. It was an interesting concept. Rakangar, I really don't care for. He's still probably my least favorite character, and he's chaotic evil on top of that. So, not super concerned. Akadayo could be really good. He's a good background, or another good back line fighter. And the wolf actually would be another way to get a frontliner with flanking, or to get flanking. And he covers knowledge nature, or lore nature, that I don't have. Covered really well. Jublos, Jailthail, Kanara are all not happening. So yeah, there's a lot of options. I'm kind of wondering if I could do something like Knock Knock Valerie, Amiri, Ember, because I have to, Tristian, Ekondayo. Or if I even need a cleric with these, if I kept these two and swap Tristian for Amiri. I don't know. The fact that these two can't heal from range, the fact they have to walk up, is actually the main thing that's holding them back as healers right now. It seems like I would need to again, having Tristian would be good for that. And actually, even Harem has, what's it called? Cure Light Mass now, which Tristian will also have. Yeah, lots of options. I'll think about it. So yeah, I may have a whole new party when I come back. But I am going to end this video here because it's been pretty long. And I've got characters to level up. I'm going to see where all of them are at stat-wise. Probably mass unequip everybody. Just sort of sort out what items I have. You know, maybe I'll level up and then come back and continue talking through this because I'm enjoying talking through it. But either way, we'll figure it out. If you're still enjoying this, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always,